let me know if you all are hearing audio good, and let's start off this live here this morning. Now, a number of events have been taking place. Yeah, I know my audio is good. I'm hearing back properly. Now, a number of events will have taken place between last week to this week, and we are celebrating the month of women, leading straight up to International Women's Day. And if you look to the bottom of the screen, you will see the Silver Spoon Foundation running across, and that is one of the organizations that I'm involved with. It's the Silver Spoon Foundation, and we have our bank account, and we are printing jerseys. So you'll get to see jerseys very soon, and we asked people to donate. We went to Togo area where we identified a transition center, and also where we are looking to put up some houses where people who are abused throughout Trinidad and Tobago, and not just in Togo only, but throughout Trinidad and Tobago, you are being abused, you can now come to these houses and we will safeguard you. We are asking people to give donation so that we can start our project and our center will be up and running by at least by month end. So we are proposing that our center will be ready in time for International Women's Day, and also that we will have this center running for you, the general public. Now, I have watched over the last few weeks. Please share the live and let people know that we are on this morning and we are ready to go. You see, we must give service announcements. But over the week, and even into last week, I've been putting up little snippets of certain things. And this is where I am now going to talk a little bit. Not much, because there are still a lot of things that are still coming before front. But I must say that this job is one of the greatest. It is one of the greatest that you will experience as an investigative journalist. There are people who will not like you, and there are people who will like you. And there are those who will be for you, and there will be those who are against you. Now, I watched the whole Andrea case, and really and truly, a lot of things just don't add up. It just don't add up. And we cannot leave the Andrea case just like that. Because, and not only just the Andrea case, well, people who are associated with the case, we can't leave it like that, because at the end of the day, we can have a system where people are judge, jury, and executioners, and we're not getting the right information as it pertains to these particular cases. And people want to do spin doctrine now, to make people believe that what people put on the public domain may not or may be true. I don't know, I deciphered all the information before I speak on certain topics. But there's an attack on people like myself, on who will be doing blogging and online blogging, who will want to bring certain information to you, the general public. Now, information reaching to hand is that there is a problem with the magistrate system, and there is a problem with these deeds at these particular, especially JPs and certain government institutions. And what people have been doing with these deeds, and let me tell you something, it's not the first time that I have brought it live here on my live or spoken about it. It is not the first time, because here it is. You have certain, I wouldn't call it pinpoint, because I want the police to go and investigate. But strange enough, well, you know how the thing does go. Yeah, they don't start to attack my life all of a sudden. But there are people, especially JPs, who are signing. There are JPs who are signing, giving people illegal documents to go and get electricity, to go and get water, and also to go and get all the different amenities as if they are owners of properties in the east-west corridor, south, central areas. And I would have spoken about a particular JP in Sandy Grande that for some strange reason they want everybody to go to. They don't start to interfere with it. But little do they know that I am not only just broadcasting through Facebook, but I am recording because I'm broadcasting from another service. And it is only going through the Facebook to highlight it. So even though you try to disrupt my life on Facebook, it is recorded through my net system that I'm just monitoring and going through it. So there is a delay. So those in the East who are working for the Ministry of National Security, who are conducting these stupid things of interfering and intercepting in people's lives, I am fully aware of where you are located and how you all are doing it. But it is a fact, that there are people who are losing their land because there are racketeers running in Trinidad and Tobago who are taking people's land, transferring it onto other people's names without, and you have lawyers who are involved in this thing too. There are lawyers who are involved in it. There's a land surveyor who is involved in it. Let me tell you something, it gets so stink that when I heard Gary Griffith say that after 24 hours, he went and investigated and it was not true, I said, my God, how can the police commissioner indicate to the public that something is not true when a proper and thorough investigation was never done? Because here it is, the people who are living in Deep South, the northeast section, are losing their properties because there are certain JPs who are doing these things. There are lawyers who are taking money to transfer people's deeds, the names of deeds, onto other people's names. The JPs involved. I can't say the magistrates, but I know for a fact, that there are JPs, there are lawyers who are involved in land deed racketeering in Trinidad and Tobago. And I can give you a perfect example of that. Because I had to undergo doing an investigation into up in the San Souci estate, where over four lawyers at JP from Sandy Grande and even my land surveyor who was cutting up people's land. Now put this in the context now, that they say that these things are not true. Who is to say that a proper investigation was done? Because if it takes so long for a plant-like substance, if it took so long for a plant-like substance to be investigated and brought before and brought after, look how long Kamala leave office, but a plant-like substance, which was weed, now come and say, well, okay, it was weed. So it was. Look how long it took for Emailgate. Look how long it took for all these different things. But in 24 hours, you could have done an investigation and declared that something is not true. You could have declared that something is not true in 24 hours. Where did you get your facts from? Where did they get the facts from? And when the guy did the live talking about the Tunapuna court, he didn't lie. He did not lie. The court shut down for 2 years. Everybody came back. Plenty of people came back, but that particular individual did not. And it's the same thing that is going on all over the place. Now you can't tell me that a man is beaten through military tactics, because military tactics was used in the interrogation of these two suspects. Military tactics, and not police, military tactics. And when they carry people to the hospital, they knew. And information reaching to hand is that that suspect had died long time ago and was only on the ventilators. He was only on the ventilators. When they talked about he went missing, he never went missing. The brother was done dead. He was done dead clinically. He was done dead. But they will put out to you in the general public that the man died yesterday. How convenient. How convenient it is for the person that died yesterday. And the autopsy, which was supposed to be done in the morning, was done in the evening. And who got the autopsy report to broadcast it on the people, on the media? Johnny Bravo and me, Max, who want to bash bloggers. But up to this date, I keep asking the question, did the communication department of the police service put out an official statement stating that the body that was found is one of Andrea Barrett? I'm asking that question because of the advanced decomposition of the body. It was never positively identified. And here now you have now a next jump up story that the autopsy is inconclusive. When the real pathologist was sick and did not go to work. He could not have gone to work. People, it's either we want to fix the system in Trinidad and Tobago, or we want to continue playing games with the people in Trinidad and Tobago. And they feel that everybody's so gullible that when they throw off one thing, they bring the next thing, then they throw the next thing, then they bring the next thing, then they bring something else to throw you off from the real reality that our women and our young girls are under attack in Trinidad and Tobago. And it is a serious, serious, serious thing. But I want to ask the police commissioner today to launch a proper investigation. Launch a proper investigation into why, I know they started the attack. They started to attack my feed on the internet. Why are the wives who report abuse in stations, why the wives of officers, of police officers who report abuse in police stations, why are their reports missing from the station? I want to ask that question. So it's only when something happens, we then want to find out why it is happening. Why is certain things not transpiring? Why? But most of these problems are at the basic level with the police. But I will go as far to tell you that there's also a problem, and I'm calling on David West today to also investigate inside of the police complaint authority those officers who receive reports, because let me tell you something, it's police investigating police. And I want to know why it is that you will have reports coming on husbands of police officers. So the wives reporting the husbands to the police complaint authority, and they are being locked away in drawers and not being brought forward. I want to know why this is happening. Why when policewomen go and made the report, let me read it, because a number of policewomen would have called me and they would have said enough is enough. There are seniors who are taking advantage of harassing them. There are seniors who are taking advantage in not bringing forward these investigations to be dealt with properly. Because we are cover up and cover up and cover up and cover up. And they know what I'm saying is the truth. Because when it is the officers make the report to the station, when the officers, when these women, the wives of police officers, some are even women who work in the stations, and the men are continuously Because they cover up for the boys. They are covering up for the boys. And this is a serious thing, you know. Many of them have told me, and I'm waiting for a particular case. I'm waiting for a particular case to see if, because, let me not say nothing about that case yet. Let me not say nothing about that case. I'm waiting until after this week, and then we'll bust the mark on it. But I want to know why it is when women who are wives of officers, who are constantly being harassed, abused in their homes, why when they make reports, the reports go missing? And when it is that they talk about it, here what they tell the women, and this is some of the reports that women call me who are wives of officers, who are girlfriends, common law wives, and all these different things. Here it is with the officers in the station. They tell them when they make a report, when they ask them for a copy of the report, you know what they tell them? We will get a copy of the report. Don't worry yourself. We will send it to your lawyer. That is one. Two, they claim they run out of receipts. They don't have the receipt. They will come back with the receipt. Three, when they asking the officer who had signed off the report, he's not in the station. So he can't make report, he can't sign off on it, so he has to come back. And it's only excuses. When they go to the PCA and they make reports in the PCA, senior officers taking the report and then doctoring the report and changing up the report to what the woman never stated. So it's about hiding and protecting the boys like what's going on in the police station. So you have to go through the same process in the police station, and now you have to go through the same process at the PCA. And I'm waiting to see whether or not they will refute my claims. Because this is a serious issue, you know. There are wives of officers who are being abused. And they cannot come forward. They cannot come forward in the public domain because they are also being threatened. Yeah, you know they do all kind of thing. They do all kind of thing. They are being threatened. Imagine that. Let me just go back now. You right, hear me better now? They are being threatened. And there's something that is so serious that has to be dealt with. We cannot have a paramilitary organization operating parallel to the police. Imagine a certain security company in this country are being recruited into the police service to work along. Yeah. And they don't want the truth to come out. They don't want the truth to come out. Because everything in this country seems to be a cover up. So if the women come out and they talk, the reports are being doctored, it's being hidden. Imagine when it's supposed to go before the DPP, It's not going before the DPP. And sometimes the case gets thrown out because after the catch you bad time. They change up the reports. These are things that are happening. And when the women come forward and they start to talk, if the women come forward and they start to talk, their lives are being threatened. That is why some of them have to run for their life. You cannot have a society. You cannot have a society where women are not treated equally in this society. They have to leave. And there are many, many policewomen who have to run from the service. Run! Some of them have to pack their bags and leave Trinidad. Because they're fearful for their life. That is what is going on in Trinidad. And when I can hear Gary Griffith come in 24 hours, 24 hours Gary Griffith come on our TV and say that he did an investigation into the allegations of the magistrate court and it was not true, I then had to ask myself, what investigation did he really do? Who are they protecting in the judiciary system? Who are they protecting in the judiciary system? Because this thing, it stinks. And they don't want people to know the truth. So you telling me the women officers, their wives, the girlfriends who are being abused by police officers, the men police officers in Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, both high and junior, they have no real redress to get. And that is why we are establishing these safe houses throughout Trinidad and Tobago. Not even the police will know where these women are. Not even the police can know which one these women are. Because we don't want no underworld people coming for these women. We don't want nobody even coming to harass the women. The president has no say in this country. She is just a stamp and sign. The president has no say in this country. And that is why we in Trinidad and Tobago need a constitutional change. We need to change our constitution. And probably a particular politician was right when they stated that we need to have an executive, either Prime Minister or President, and done away with one. We need a whole constitutional change in order to bring about the right change in this country. Otherwise, we could pass how much bills we want in the parliament. We could pass how many bills we want in the parliament. But if we don't get to clean up clean up the act of what is happening, then we spinning top in mud. We will be spinning top in the mud. And so today, we are asking you, the citizens, and I'm glad that people are taking the initiative, putting out the names, the faces of these individuals who are pedophiles, who are rapists, who are sex offenders, repeated sex offenders, because some of these fellas may need counseling. Do we provide that for these people? Everybody talking about just lock. But are we providing counseling to try and transform and to get to the root cause of why these fellas and them committing these acts? So we hold them once, we hold them twice, 3 times, 4 times. They go in jail, no bail, they come back out. But are we trying to find out in their mind why they're doing these acts repeatedly? We cannot be just a society where we get up in the morning and every time something happens, we jump up. But we're not saying, hey, enough is enough, we need to change this thing. Let me change it. Let me change it. Because if it's happening in the police service where wives are being abused on a constant basis, women are being threatened. Women are being threatened. Look one on hardcore. The voice note being played. Everything being played. You literally hear any man threatening the woman and she child. Has that man been arrested yet? What has the police service done to even look or investigate that matter? What have they really done? And here it is. The man was even allowed. The man was even allowed to give a response. A response that I would have thrown in the toilet long time. And it just goes to show you. It just goes to show you what is going on in Trinidad and Tobago when our women make reports in the police stations. The police are not taking these people's reports seriously. They're not. They're not taking the report seriously. And had it not been for people like myself, Hardcore, Alert, News Source, and many of our blogging and news outlets outside of the mainstream media, people like these women, and people who are constantly under attack, seeking justice in this country, would never been given a fair and a real hearing in the eyes of the public. They would have never been given a fair hearing. Because look, Tiffany, Look, Tiffany, and I'm going to highlight a story coming up very soon. This week, Tiffany, the girl whose husband was murdered by the father, she is constantly being harassed by police officers from the Arima station who are constantly telling her to get out. You ever come out of people's house? Imagine, and I'm going to put up, let me tell you something. Yeah, I am going to put up pictures where they break all the girl windows downstairs. She have 5 girl children. 5 girl children. And they break all the windows by the girl place downstairs. And you know what she was told? She have to get out. She have to leave. Now you tell me if this is really Trinidad and Tobago. You tell me if this is Trinidad and Tobago. But you will hear and you will see the stories as I will be interviewing. As I will be interviewing Tiffany and showing you where the windows was broken and how this girl is living in fear. She is living in fear, and that is also abuse. It is also domestic abuse. So I will be heading back up to Arima, and I will be going and doing more extensive research in the Grandy and Arima Magistrate Courts. Well, I can do what I want to do, because I done watching how my system going. So I can interfere how much I want. I am not going to stop, because this is the month of women, and we will be highlighting women. We will be talking about women, and we will be also protecting our women. Whether or not the police will do it, we will help. We will try. Because the Silver Spoon Foundation is here to stay. We are asking people to purchase our jerseys that will be out. If you look on my page, you will see the banner, the design that we are using for this year for the International Women Day. Our bank account is running across the screen. You can make a little contribution, whether it's $50 or $100. I will now be more going into the mode of social activism. But come tonight, and I tell you, tonight, I will be dealing with this whole Karen Clark and the DSS tonight at 8 o'clock. So I will be looking at the whole DSS and what is really transpiring with this whole Karen Clark and why the police is so adamant in harassing Karen Clark. And I also will be dealing with there's a project on the Beetham. There's a project on the Beetham by the mangroves. I don't know if you know that place when you're going into Port of Spain. Well, there seems to be some not so looking good things with that particular project and the Green Fund. But stay tuned. I will also be highlighting that and many more coming up very soon. So we will talk to the man who designed the project, and then we will try to get a response from the woman who is now taking over the project, who it is said knows nothing about wetlands and may be damaging the ecosystem of Trinidad and Tobago. So stay tuned. I will give you more reports on these officers' wives who have come forward and who have made reports. And I will show you how we have a police system that needs to be cleaned up. We have a PCA that needs to be cleaned up. And I'm also asking, let me ask this question before I leave. Let me ask this question before I leave. Is it that because a particular wife of a particular senior officer had to run from this country because she was being abused? I don't know. I just asking. I don't know. I just asking. Because reports are coming in, and they're coming in fast and furious, and it's not looking good. It's not looking good. So you know what? So people, join me tonight at 8 o'clock. Join me tonight at 8 o'clock, where we looking to Karen Clark and this whole DSS and this new allegation of who going to buy coke down in the west and who calling police because the Susu bus. And I will play back a particular individual who would have made mention to certain things. Johnny Bravo, on the Johnny Bravo and Minimi show yesterday evening. So, stay tuned, people. Stay tuned. Because trust me, it's not looking good. And if it's not looking good, then it can't be good. So, join me tonight, 8 o'clock. Stay tuned. We'll be back. Don't take me off. I came up and let me free on this day. On this day. On this day. And let me free on this day. On this day. On this day. Wow. This whole place come and shop. When they come in to take way off, whole place come and shop. When they come in to take way off, whole place come and shop. When they come in to take way off, whole place come and shop. When they come in to take way off, give me 1 minute extra. Just a minute extra. What does one papers on the colors on the texture? Let me push my hand up like the